Well, for many young Americans, home ownership remains far out of reach. In fact, just 40% of Gen Zers and millennials currently own a home.
Today in Dollars and Cents, a look at the major hurdles young adults are facing when it comes to buying a house. And joining us for that conversation is Jacob Channel, the senior economist and U.S. housing expert for LendingTree. Jacob, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Let's start with the current housing market. Does 2024 look like it'll be a good year to buy in general overall?
Well, good is relative, as we all know. I will say that I think that 2024 is probably going to be a little bit more friendly to buyers than 2023 was, owing largely to the fact that it seems like mortgage rates are going to decline. In fact, as of right now, they're already more than a percentage point lower than their 2023 peaks. That said, it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows or a walk in the park. A lot of people are unfortunately still going to struggle with affordability. So again, while it's probably going to be better than last year in some respects, I don't want people to get the wrong idea and think that, oh, everyone's going to be able to buy a house this year, because unfortunately that's not really realistic.
Well, let's talk about some of those struggles that you mentioned. What are the hurdles most young Americans are facing when it comes to home ownership? And are there any other financial obligations that are holding them back from buying a home?
Yeah, so really the big hurdles, we talk about them all the time, but they're still relevant. Home prices are steep in most of the country, including areas like Seattle. Mortgage rates, like I said, they are falling a little bit, but they're still high. They're still at 20-some year highs, ignoring some spikes last year. So in a lot of respects, every aspect of buying a house, from finding that house to getting a loan to paying your mortgage, is just going to be more expensive than it was even just a few years ago, and especially during the height of the pandemic when mortgage rates were at record lows. So on top of that, you also have inflation, which remains relatively steep. Like rates, inflation is cooling. That's definitely good news, but prices are still higher than they were a few years ago. So add it all together, and you've got a situation where people are spending more for homes, their mortgage payments are higher, and then on top of all of that, they're spending more on basic necessities like food and stuff like that.
We know that budgets are complicated. You guys at LendingTree found that 55% of young people don't even know or understand their budget. Why is that?
Well, look, I mean, budgeting is one of those really, really important life skills that you're not necessarily taught how to do in school. It's something that not just young people aren't always super familiar with, but adults as well. So sometimes parents can't really teach their kids. That said, a budget is super, super important, not just if you're about to make a big purchase like buy a house, but it's also just important to have a good idea of, okay, here's how much money I make, here's how much money I can afford to spend on weekly necessities, groceries, and things like that. So your budget doesn't have to be super complicated. You don't have to make some glorious 50-page Excel document that marks every single penny you spend, but you should have a good idea of where's your money coming from, where is your money going, and that way, if you notice any instances where you're habitually running short, you can find places to maybe cut or reallocate funds. So it's not necessarily the most fun thing in the world to do to create a budget, but it's kind of hard to overstate just how important a budget is and how necessary it is, I think, for pretty much everyone to have one.
It's a reminder for me to stop eating out and to cut back on some of those streaming services. What's your advice to young people hoping to buy a home soon? Where to even get started?
So, like we were just talking about, the first thing I would recommend is budget. Sit down and figure out, okay, here's how much money I make, here's how much money I'm spending on streaming services that I never really use, and then figure out, okay, based on that amount of money, here's what I could, maybe afford to spend on a mortgage payment. You generally don't want to spend more than 30% of your take home, or of your pre-tax income on housing costs as a general rule of thumb. So that could be a good place to start when you're making your budget. And then from there, you start shopping around. Look at homes in your area, see what maybe looks affordable or livable, and also shop around for things like a mortgage. A lot of people don't realize this, but different mortgage lenders can give different terms or even not agree to offer a loan to the exact same people. So one lender might say, yep, we're going to give you a loan. Another lender might look at you and say, no, we're not going to give you a loan. So if you shop around, you increase your chances of finding a lender who's not only willing to work with you, but who's also willing to offer you a lower rate on your mortgage potentially. So altogether, what I'm trying to say is that it's a lot of planning. And again, it's not the most fun, glamorous thing in the world, but the more you sit down and really iron out, okay, here's how much I can afford to spend, here are some areas where I could probably afford to buy, and here are some lenders who are probably willing to work with me, the easier your life is going to be once you actually make that step toward going out and buying a house.
One of those most important decisions that you'll make in life. Jacob, thank you very much. Good advice.